It's week 5 of the NFL. And coming up, we'll see Justin Jefferson. He's coming off one of his biggest games in both yards and touchdowns last week. It's the 49ers and the Hawks, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now, he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Stroud. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 7 catches, 76 yards, and a touchdown.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
And Metcalf going to have the Seahawks first down as he's up to the 43.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now a 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Throwing now is Stroud. Catch is made by Metcalf. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 32-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Stroud working out of the gun. This one finds Wilson downfield. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Stroud sets up the play action. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on 1st and goal. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. A shotgun snap to Stroud. And he's got his man in stride, complete. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking?
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. And that sack brings up 4th and goal, a loss of 7. Big play. And this one is right through. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, and we'll see if he can keep a string of good games going right here.
The numbers for Walker last week. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
Back to throw, Purdy. Throw out wide to Walker. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. You talk about this Seahawk defense, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
You have to like the way that they played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve that ranking.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give him 5 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. This defense for the Niners, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. And Stroud now to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he'll be out right at the 35. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Purdy to throw it on 1st down. He completes this to Walker. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And pressure coming, and they got it once again. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. In motion right, that's Wilson. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Here's Stroud. Throwing quickly to Wilson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. Going right back to Wilson. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 2.
At the 45-yard line.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. throw. Here's Stroud. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And they weren't able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one good for 37 yards. Well, they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Stroud off the play fake. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Stroud to throw it. This will be caught at about the 6. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
3rd and goal, Stroud. That's to the pylon and incomplete. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
San Francisco's offense returns to the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Purdy's throw complete there to St. Brown. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. The Niners are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. Ken Walker. That's career touchdown number 131, and it ties him with Chris Carter for number 8 on the all-time list. And the 49ers are an extra point away now from moving out in front. The extra point splits the uprights, and they take the lead here at 7-6. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. Taken at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. Now the ball now going back over to the Seattle Seahawks offense. Now they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Stroud looking to throw. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
What's not cool about the gain there on 2nd down, that was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end, Now it gives him much better opportunity to convert on third down.
That is caught, and he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Jefferson has his first catch. He also has a first down. Purdy will look to throw again here. And that is incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Back to the air on second down, Purdy. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about.
Pass interference. Defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. And we will get another look at Seattle's offense. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
All right, Charles, as a former defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it but just not be able to stay in bounds there defensively.
Well, extremely, because you know the rap against us defenders is that we're frustrated offensive guys who can't catch. And he caught it. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds. It's that second part that finished off the play for him.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Stroud on third down now. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
First and 10, it's Stroud. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now here's Stroud. And he comes back with one complete. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's fourth down. The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Kenneth Walker headed back out there. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started. At the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and, boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for him.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Purdy. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 on the Seahawks 12-yard line.
2nd and a couple. Again, it's Purdy to throw it. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Purdy looking to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds. And now 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. He's got his target. That's complete. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10, and finally taken down at the 4-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Complete to number 14, DK Metcalf. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And Stroud now to throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Garrett Wilson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have got it back to within a score. Groupie able to add the PAT. And that'll make it 17-13. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Kenneth Walker headed back out there. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Purdy now to throw off the play action. And he's got this to Jefferson. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Justin Jefferson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Seahawks
That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Now this offense and Garrett Wilson headed back out. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
We'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This a 2nd and 8. Stroud out of the gun here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
It's a gain of 7.
Now Stroud. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Stroud. Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for him. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. So we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. Now he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Back to throw, Purdy. Got a man open, it's Chase. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot It's almost like he said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 114 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Now on first down, it's Purdy. Short throw caught by Pitts. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up second down.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Throwing on second down, it's Purdy. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. But he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space. Couldn't uncover at the end of the route. And that one winds up incomplete.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
49ers first down.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And room there to work it inside the 25. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 24-yard line.
Short throw caught by Pitts. That'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Purdy now to throw. His throw incomplete.
This defense can use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
This red zone is where the Seahawk crowd really makes it tough for an offense to communicate. It's 3rd down. And the Niners are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second...
And it's complete in the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Amon-Ra St. Brown from 4 yards out. And the 49ers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. Smith and Jigba with the grab. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing now is Stroud. That is caught, and he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, part of their struggles in the first half was their inability to convert consistently on 3rd down. But how about this well-designed play? Gave himself plenty of options and able to get the hook up and keep the drive going.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 36-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And complete to Smith and Jigba. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Stroud on 3rd down now. And this is going to be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Kenneth Walker headed back out there. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. Throwing here, Purdy. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to kick it away. Fielded at about the 28. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On 2nd down, it's Stroud. He finds Smith and Jigba. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
Seahawks, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Play action. Stroud now. Caught. It's Wilson. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 43-yard line.
On the bootleg, Stroud. And he's got Smith and Jigba. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 23.
That's good for a Seattle Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Stroud.
And that is incomplete. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, yeah, the job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the 3rd quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because...
Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Micah Parsons
in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon.
The 2nd down throw now from Stroud. Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
Stroud to throw it.
And this is going to be incomplete.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the 1st row.
This will be fielded at the 17. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on, and they're ready for this next series.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Rainey, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
A second down throw for Purdy.
In trouble, and he's taken down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down.
And that sack, Charles, just looked like a case where a speedy defensive end is a little bit quicker than the offensive tackle.
Yeah, it makes it difficult for a tackle to determine what exactly to do. Do you do the kick slide and try and get back in the pocket and meet him there? Do you meet him on the line of scrimmage where they call a quick set? In any event, right now, he's having his troubles.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a fourth down.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory.
Stroud now on 1st and 10.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On 1st down, here's Stroud. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Stroud. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10.
Just shy of midfield at the 48. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
Purdy.
And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. A 5-yard pass on 1st down and another 5-yard connection there. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
On 2nd down, Rainey, a little juke. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from? Touchdown, 49ers! A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Niners are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Meanwhile, Stroud's throw caught here by Metcalf.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. His big game continues. 10 catches now and another first down.
Stroud working out of the gun.
Caught by Wilson. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. The throwing again is Stroud. Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And Stroud now to throw. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
8 yards on the pickup.
Stroud now on 2nd down. Over the middle and complete to Wilson.
These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
A 7-yard gain.
Stroud. Going right back to Wilson.
And they're going to speed things up here.
Garrett Wilson. 4 yards.
Throwing now is Stroud.
2nd and 6.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Stroud on 3rd down now. He's got his target. That's complete.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 17-yard line.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
At the 49ers' 28-yard line.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Stroud is hit and the ball is loose.
And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd and 7.
They'll keep it on the ground. Rainey. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
On 3rd down, Rainey. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now a handoff up the middle. Rainey, and nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, Their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. On third down, Rainey, and he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down.
And the 49er first down.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over.